Hi everyone, I am Dr. Anisha and I welcome you to my channel. In today's discussion, we shall be dealing with the last two stages of tooth development, that is your early and advanced bell stage. In the previous video, we talked about different stages of tooth development starting from scratch. We talked about the bud stage, we talked about the cap stage, and if you haven't watched that video, kindly go to my channel and take a look. Okay, in today's discussion you have already seen the thumbnail. हम इस वीडियो में early and advanced bell stage के बारे में एक detailed discussion करेंगे. But before starting the discussion, I would like you to kindly subscribe to my channel. So talking about the bell stage, now I have already told you जो भी stage हम पढ़ेंगे that all stages are because of their morphology and नाम से समझ में आ रहा है इस stage में the enamel organ is going to look like a bell and मैंने आपको already बताया है कि ये जो shapes हैं, ये जो different kinds of cell differentiation है morphology के basis पे ये it's all because of the mitosis and the cell multiplication which is going on in a specific location and इसके वजह से different kinds of morphology हमें दिखता है, shape दिखता है, and so we have named it has been named after the morphology or the shape of the enamel organ, right? So in bell stage, as the invagination of the epithelium deepens and its margin continues to grow, the enamel organ assumes the shape of a bell, right? In bell stage, the crown shape is determined, which is to be kept in mind. एक different types of teeth का जो morphology है, the shape है, वो जो है ना वो इस bell stage में determine होगा, right? The shape of the crown is due to the pressure exerted by the growing dental papilla on the inner enamel epithelium. Now we studied about inner enamel epithelium of the cap stage. All right. So जो shape होगा crown का, that is basically due to the pressure exerted by the dental papilla on the inner enamel epithelium and जिसके वजह से deepening हो जाती है, invagination हो जाता है dental papilla का, and that is why एक bell stage एक bell shape ले लेता है वो. Now the pressure opposed equally by the fluid which is present in the stellate reticulum. आप जानते हैं नीचे की तरफ डेंटल पैपिला है एंड एनामल ऑर्गन के सेंटर पे बहुत सारे स्टिलेट रेटिकुलम प्रेजेंट है एंड ये जो दोनों सेल कंपोनेंट्स हैं ये इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट फोर्स एक्सर्ट करते हैं एक दूसरे पे. Now different crown shape is due to the differential rates of mitosis and difference in the cell differentiation time. So shape के बारे में मैंने already बताया कि जो cell differentiation है उनका जो different location है, different timings है, उसकी वजह से एक tooth जो है एक specific morphology लेता है, right? Now inner enamel epithelial cells which lie in future cusp tip or incisal region, they stop dividing earlier and they begin to differentiate first. तो जो inner enamel epithelium cusp tip पे या incisal edge पे present होता है, they are the first ones which are they stop dividing at an earlier stage and they begin to differentiate first, right? 4 different types of epithelial cells can be distinguished on light microscopic examination of bell stage of enamel organ. Now this is something to be kept in mind. अगर हम इस स्टेज की बात करें तो हम इस स्टेज में क्या क्या सेल्स प्रेजेंट होंगे हम उनके बारे में जानेंगे एंड लाइट माइक्रोस्कोपिक एग्जामिनेशन में 4 डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ सेल्स जो हैं दे वी सी 4 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एपिथेलियल सेल्स अंडर द लाइट माइक्रोस्कोपिक एग्जामिनेशन, राइट? So the 4 types of cell which are present or which can be seen in bell stage are your inner enamel epithelium, the stratum intermedium, the stellate reticulum and the outer enamel epithelium starting from the lowermost cell to the uppermost cell, right? The junction between the inner enamel epithelium and outer enamel epithelium is known as cervical loop. Please keep this in mind as it is one of the most important viva question and is the area of intense mitotic activity. Now cervical loop का क्या importance है ये हम further video में जानेंगे and yeah, so these are the cells which are to be kept in mind and they constitute the Bell stage. Talking about the inner enamel epithelium, अगर हम इसके features की बात करें, so inner enamel epithelium consists of a single layer of cell that differentiate prior to the amelogenesis into the tall columnar cells known as ameloblasts. Please keep this in mind. Your inner enamel epithelial cells are the ones which are going to differentiate into ameloblasts prior to amelogenesis, and they are single layered cell, and finally what happens is they differentiate into tall columnar cells which are known as ameloblasts. अगर हम layers की बात करें तो मैंने already बताया they are single layered cells and they are 4 to 5 micrometers in diameter and about 40 microns in height, right? Now the cells are attached to one another by the junctional complex laterally and to the cells in stratum intermedium by desmosomes. This is very much clear. जो भी हमारे junctional junctions होते हैं उनके through ये एक दूसरे के साथ attached होते हैं. The cells of the inner enamel epithelium, they exert an organizing influence on underlying mesenchymal cells in the dental papilla, and which leads to the differentiation of the dental papilla into odontoblasts. We'll study this in the further video. Okay, so this is all about your inner enamel epithelium. Coming to the layer which is known as stratum intermedium, अगर आपसे पूछा जाए, now this can be a very potential viva question. You can be asked about the stratum intermedium. ये एक ऐसा term है और ये एक ऐसे group of cells हैं जो कि आपको early Bell stage में नज़र आएंगे. जो आपके stellate reticulum थे, we studied about them in the cap stage. Now we will be studying a very new kind of cells known as stratum intermedium in this section. So नाम से समझ में आ रहा है, stratum is your layer and intermedium is something which is in between, right? So a few layers of squamous cells form stratum intermedium between inner enamel epithelium and your stellate reticulum, alright? All the cells are attached to each other via desmosomes, obviously. Well-developed cytoplasmic organelles are present. Acid mucopolysaccharides and glycogen deposits, they are present and they indicate a high degree of metabolic activity, right? So these cells have a very well-developed cytoplasmic organelles. They have acid mucopolysaccharides and glycogen deposits are also present, and this shows that they have a very high degree of metabolic activity, alright? This layer seems to be essential for enamel formation. So this is all about your stratum intermedium. They are absent in part of tooth germ that outlines the root portion of the tooth which does not form the enamel, obviously. Now this stratum intermedium is not present where the tooth germ outlines the root portion, because obviously they are present somewhere all around where the enamel is going to form, and that is why they help in enamel formation. Since root doesn't have any enamel, तो इसीलिए जो area of tooth germ root portion को outline करता है, ये वहाँ पे absent होते हैं. I hope I have made this clear, and if not, you can get back to me in the comment section. Alright. So this is all about your stratum intermedium. Now talking about the third group of cells known as stellate reticulum, you already know about these kind of cells in the cap stage. Now अब हमें ये देखना है कि Bell stage में इनका क्या role है. So stellate reticulum expands further due to increase in the amount of intracellular fluid. The cells are star shaped, we already know this, with long processes that anastomose with adjacent cells, right? Now before enamel formation begins, the stellate reticulum collapses, reducing the distance between the centrally situated ameloblasts and the nutrient capillaries capillaries near the outer enamel epithelium. Now this is something to be kept in mind. Stellate reticulum का यहीं तक का रोल है. Bell stage में before enamel formation what happens is stellate reticulum collapses so that जो distance between inner enamel epithelium है and which is going to be differentiated into tall columnar ameloblasts and also between and between the outer enamel epithelium which contains the which has nearby capillaries. ये distance को short कर देता है, ये reduce कर देता है distance को so that जो ameloblasts differentiate हो रहे हैं उनको proper nutrients मिले via the surrounding capillaries near the outer enamel epithelium, right? So this is all about your stellate reticulum. Coming to the last group of cells known as outer enamel epithelium, the cells of outer enamel epithelium flattens to low cuboidal form at the end of Bell stage. Preparatory to and during the formation of enamel, the formerly smooth surface of outer enamel epithelium is laid into folds, alright. We'll talk about it in very detailed manner, how the the enamel is laid down and what all changes can be seen during the enamel formation, alright. So what all phases are there, we'll talk about everything in detail in the next videos. So for now we need to understand that ये जो outer enamel epithelium है, enamel formation से just पहले and during enamel formation what happens is they basically they start to prepare themselves and under this preparatory phase what do is they have a very smooth surface which is laid down into folds. Finger like projections में ये laid down हो जाते हैं before enamel formation and also during enamel formation, right? Now between the folds what happens is उसके just नीचे जो mesenchymal cells होते हैं they of the dental sac, ठीक है, what do they do is they form papillae that contains capillary loops that provides the nutritional supply for intense metabolic activity of avascular enamel organ. Now enamel has no blood supply, it is avascular, right? So जो nutrients हैं वो in capillary loops से provide होता है, alright, which is present in between these folds like a finger like projection, alright. Please refer to the diagrams for a better understanding. So this is all about your outer enamel epithelium. Now let's talk about dental lamina, which we studied in the initial discussion. What happens to the dental lamina at this point of time? So dental lamina is seen to extend lingually and is termed as successional lamina as it gives rise to the enamel organ of the permanent successor of deciduous teeth. Now we already discussed in a very detailed manner कि dental lamina का कौन सा extension कौन से tooth को form करता है. So we read that the lingual extension of dental lamina, which is also known as successional lamina, will give rise to the permanent successors of all the deciduous teeth, right? So coming to the next thing, that is dental papilla. At this point of time dental papilla में आपको क्या क्या देखने मिलेगा? So dental papilla is enclosed in invaginated portion of the enamel organ. Now before inner enamel epithelium begins to produce enamel, the peripheral cells of dental papilla begins to differentiate into odontoblast. Please keep this in mind. Enamel formation के शुरू होने से पहले जो peripheral cells of dental papilla हैं, I already told this few minutes back कि जो पेरिफेरल सेल्स ऑफ डेंटल पैपिला हैं ये ओडोंटोप्लास्ट्स में डिफरेंशिएट कर जाएंगे just before the inner enamel epithelium begins to form the enamel, right, under the organizing influence of the epithelium. Now the basement membrane that separates the enamel organ and the dental papilla just prior to the dentine formation is known as membrana preformativa. This is a very potential viva question. Please keep this in mind. Also when a long note is asked you asked to you, you have to mention this membrana preformativa also. So membrana preformativa एक term दिया गया है wherein the basement membrane that separates the enamel organ and the dental papilla just prior to dentine formation, उस basement membrane का नाम है membrana preformativa. नाम से समझ में आ रहा है, membrana is membrane, प्रीफॉर्मेटिवा मतलब फॉर्मेशन से पहले. तो इट्स वेरी इजी टू रिटेन मेम्ब्रेना प्रीफॉर्मेटिवा. उस बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन को बोला जाता है जब जो बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन जस्ट प्रायर टू डेंटिन फॉर्मेशन इनामल ऑर्गन एंड डेंटल पैपिला को सेपरेट करता है. ऑलराइट, नाउ कमिंग टू द डेंटल सैक. क्या क्या चेंजेस हमें डेंटल सैक में देखने मिलेगा. बिफोर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डेंटल टिश्यू द डेंटल सैक शोज अ सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट ऑफ इट्स फाइबर्स एंड रिजेंबल्स अ कैप्सुलर स्ट्रक्चर. ऑब्वियसली with the development of root, the fibers of the dental sac differentiates into PDL fibers that becomes embedded in the developing cementum and alveolar bone. So this is something which is to be kept in mind. We already know that dental sac is going to give rise to all the supporting structures including PDL. So at this point of time what happens is जब आपका एक bell stage जो है वो advanced फॉर्म में आ जाता है, उस समय जो आपका डेंटल सैक है एक सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट शो करेगा, एक कैप्सूल लाइक अरेंजमेंट शो करेगा. एंड विथ टाइम एंड विथ डेवलपमेंट ऑफ रूट व्हाट हैपेंस इज ये जो डेंटल सैक में जो फाइबर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं दे डिफरेंशिएट इनटू पीडियल फाइबर्स और पेरियोडोंटल लिगामेंट फाइबर्स. एंड दिस these are embedded, they embed themselves into the developing cementum and the alveolar bone. So this is all about your dental sac. Now let's talk about the advanced bell stage. अभी तक हमने initial bell stages में क्या क्या हमें नज़र आता है, we talked about that. Now coming to the advanced bell stage, this stage is characterized by the commencement of mineralization and root formation. Please keep this in mind. The boundary between the inner enamel epithelium and odontoblasts outlines the future dentino-enamel junction. The formation of dentine occurs first as a layer along the future DEJ in the region of future cusp and it proceeds pulpally and apically. Alright, so this is to be kept in mind. जो first layer form होगा that will be of dentine which is at the dentino-enamel junction, right? The location will be at the future cusp or incisal edge and ये जो formation है it proceeds pulpally or apically. Alright, now after the first layer of dentine is formed, the ameloblast which has already differentiated from the inner enamel epithelium, they lay down enamel over the dentine. So what happens is एक signal kind of system है जहाँ पे firstly dentine lay down होता है at DEJ. इस डेंटिन के ले डाउन होने के बाद एक सिग्नल जाता है which leads to the formation of enamel. It leads to the formation of enamel by the already formed ameloblasts. Alright, and they lay down enamel over the dentine in the future incisal and the cuspal area. Now the enamel formation then proceeds coronally or cervically, okay, in all the regions from the dentino-enamel junction towards the surface. So what happens is dentine के formation होने के बाद enamel formation शुरू होता है and subsequently both the layers are laid down in their respective directions. जो आपका डेंटिन है वो पल्पली या अपाइकली ले डाउन होगा. ऑल राइट, एंड जो आपका इनामल है जो कि आफ्टर डेंटिन के फर्स्ट लेयर के बाद ले डाउन होता है, दे प्रोसीड कोरोनली एंड सर्वाइकली. ऑल राइट, in addition to this what happens is the cervical portion of the enamel organ they give rise to epithelial root sheet of Hertwig, okay, जिसको हम हर्ट्स बोलते हैं, Hertwig epithelial root sheet, and they outline the future root and is thus responsible for the shape, length, size and number of roots. All right, We'll talk about Hertwig's epithelial root sheath and root formation in the next video. So, in a very detailed manner, next video में हम जानेंगे कैसे root formation होता है, कैसे hers, root formation में help करता है. That is your Hertwig epithelial root sheath. All right. That's all for now. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me in the comment section. I hope I have made all the topics clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me in the comment section. Also, do subscribe to my channel for further videos. Thank you so much.